I'm Kevin Attride, and in this series, we're talking all about tax reduction strategies and what you need to do, whether it's in the current tax season or you're preparing this year to minimize your taxes for the coming tax season. We're talking today all about tax-free gains. But if this video adds any value, I want you to give me a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of our pro tips. And I want you to comment below, what is your favorite tax reduction strategy? Or do you have any questions that you want me to answer at the end?
Investing Secrets with Kevin Attride.
We're talking tax strategy, and from the last episode, you heard about how you need to change your facts to change your tax. Well, today we're talking all about tax-free gains, and I want you thinking about how you can maximize your dollars, not paying that huge tax bill, but reducing the tax bill so that you put more money into your wealth generating engine. You're likely paying way too much of your hard-earned dollars to the government. Reduce your largest expense in life by utilizing every tax-saving strategy with the experts at Smeed CPA. Okay, so you're going to reduce your tax bill and fuel your investments to continue to grow that to allow you to pay less tax and so forth. So we're talking about tax-free gains. I've already been thinking about how I minimize my taxes through the various government incentives, so my tax rate is already lower. I don't want to pay the large taxes that the government requires of ordinary citizens who are not utilizing these incentives, laughing their way to the bank because they can just print all the money that they want. After I've minimized my tax, I want to make sure I'm putting my money into various investment vehicles or financial vehicles that minimize the taxes. And in this case, tax-free gains. Yes, you heard me correctly. And you probably already know the first one, the Roth IRA and its cousin, the Roth 401k. Anytime you're putting your money into a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k, all the money that grows out of that is tax-free. But you have so many people putting money in, not changing their tax and their tax facts and paying the maximum rate to pay no taxes in the future. And I agree that taxes are likely to go up in the future, especially with all the social programs that every single voting citizen seems to want these days. But make sure that you're reducing your taxes first so you're paying less tax, and then you can leverage the tax-free gains in your Roth IRA or Roth 401k. You may not understand, or you may not heard, but you can actually use a self-directed IRA. And various 401ks, dependent on the provider you're using, they may allow you to do various self-directed, but self-directed IRAs are very common, and you can use them to invest in other types of vehicles beyond the typical stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, etc. So you can invest in private notes, you can invest in other private securities, you can invest in businesses, and you can also invest in real estate. And we're going to talk about real estate in the future. But the Roth IRA and the Roth 401k, especially when it's self-directed, are wonderful vehicles. But I will tell you that they're actually not my number one go-to because you're locking your money away. And if you ever want access to that money, let's say you have some major incident in life, if you've locked it away, you actually have to pay penalties on it. And the self-directed allows for much better access, but it's not always 100% accessible for anything that you want. So one of the tools I like is using whole life insurance. And you may say, why would I use life insurance? Well, life insurance, whole life insurance, is a contract. It's a contract between you and the insurer. And when you use a life insurance contract, you're actually gaining access to a very powerful vehicle because the life insurance industry is very powerful and they've built in tremendous incentives legally by our government. All of the gains that you have in life insurance are tax-free because it is a return of premium. So any of the gains that you have in life insurance, those are tax-free. And when you die, all of the money distributed to your family is tax-free. Stop letting the commercial banks take advantage of you. Use infinite banking to compound your savings at a much higher rate by connecting with the experts at Living Wealth. Whole life insurance is a wonderful vehicle, and you can actually borrow against it and still increase what's in your account, and you can use that as a form of banking, and you can also borrow from it and use it towards your investments. So it's a wonderful vehicle that you can use for tax-free gains. Tax-free gains, those are things you need to be thinking about as just one of your many strategies to reduce your taxes. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking all about location, how you can minimize your taxes by your location. And if you want access to all of these strategies and how you can implement them, then I want you to click the link below to download this tax resource because I want you to experience financial freedom.
The information contained in this episode are opinions not to be used as individual guidance. As always, consult your own financial team for your investment decisions.